Hello and welcome to a legs and core routine for flat bench style Bowflexes. My name is Eric, I'm a certified personal trainer, and this routine is part of the Bowflex 100 program designed to get you stronger, fitter, and feeling good on this machine in just 100 minutes a week. Now today's routine I'm working out here on a Bowflex Blaze, but you can do this on any flat bench style Bowflex that has one of these leg extension attachments. And that's actually where we're starting out, so you can start running your cables to it now. Now, as part of the Bowflex 100, I have a couple body weight exercises mixed in throughout some of the routines. There's some limitations on what you can do on the Bowflex, but I've got a couple good body weight exercises that I think can kind of hit those muscle groups that are hard to hit on this machine. And for those, we're gonna be lying down on the ground. So grab your yoga mat because we're gonna be using that today. And also, you're gonna wanna keep the normal Bowflex handles handy because we're gonna be using these throughout this routine as well. And finally, there's a free PDF linked in the description where you can print it out, write down your numbers as you go, and we come back to this routine in the future. Hopefully you can work on raising those numbers up, and that's how you're gonna get stronger. So that PDF is free, and also I wanna mention this whole program is being brought to you ad-free here on YouTube, and that's thanks to the support over on Patreon. Over on Patreon, you can get access to all my workout programs, workout journals, and even if you pay a little more, get your name up in the credits at the end of this thing. And that all makes it sustainable for me to keep producing these routines and programs and putting them out there into the world. So if you want to join over there, plan starts at just $6 a month to get you access to all that good stuff. And again, it supports the channel directly. So that's kind of the plan for today. I hope you join me for today's routine. I hope you're feeling good, and let's get to work. All right, let's get it going. Jogging in place for about 90 seconds, just trying to get the body warm, and then we'll get a good stretch going. Alternatively, you can do some high knees or marching men, whatever you want to call these. Kind of, again, loosen up those legs, or you can do some body weight squats and raise up out of them. Whatever you want to do here, and then we'll get our stretch going. So while we're doing this, let's check out today's lifts. First up, we're going to be doing those leg extensions. Direct hit to the quads. After that, then, we're going back to the normal pulley position, doing some front squats. From there, then, we're going to be lying down on the ground, doing some resisted crunches. After that, we got our first body weight exercise of the routine. We're going to be doing some glute bridges. I'm going to show two different variants of that, a two-leg and a one-legged version. Kind of, you can come at it with whatever level you're at. From there, then, we're back to the machine, and then we're doing some calf raises. And then finally, we're going to finish up with another body weight exercise, doing some toe taps. Alternatively, you can do leg raises. Either way, we're hitting our core muscles to finish this thing out. So we're going to start winding this jog down. We're just going to do some head rotations, just loosen up our neck. Going to keep loosening up our back here in just a moment. All right, let's change directions now. A couple full spins. And we're going to torso twist, hands together, elbows flared out side to side, spin back and forth. Loosen up our core and our back. Nice. Okay, from here we're going into a lunge and a reach. So you go into a lunge position here, get your, this nice stretch going here. And if you want, you can bring your hands up above your head and really get a nice deep stretch. Open up your chest here and take another couple nice deep breaths. And we're gonna move out of this into the other leg now. Good stretch here. For 3, 2, and 1. All right, next we're moving into a downward dog, kind of keeping these yoga positions going. Hands on the ground and then our feet kind of up behind us here. And we're gonna give it a nice little pedal here, loosen up our ankles and our Achilles, our calf muscles, all of that joint there. Just pedal it out here for just a moment. And we're getting up again. And now we're just going to do a couple squats. You can either do side squats or body weight squats here to finish this out. So side squat, we're going to go side to side here and try to go a little bit lower each and every time. Loosen up our hips here and keep loosening up those quads. Alternatively, you can do some body weight squats. I like having my hands out in front of me and go down as low as I can comfortably go. Now, throughout this routine, if you find any of these positions uncomfortable, pause the video or kind of assess what's going on and adjust the exercise as needed. I personally, I'm having some issues with my right Achilles tendon, and so I've had some mobility problems with it. And so, always, if you're having those types of problems, adjust as needed, and make sure you're not causing any additional harm to your body, trying to take care of it with a workout like this. So let's start racking up our resistance here. So I'm gonna get my Bowflex down on the ground, but leg extensions up first. And a lot of different weight settings you can do for this. I've actually just been doing 130 pounds in total for this exercise. So I'm gonna rack up 50 on both sides, and I'm only gonna have a 30 on the other. Now, most of the time when I'm talking resistance, I'm talking how much is racked up on each side. This one I'm going a little uneven at the 130 in total. Now, one other thing too, if you have a Bowflex Blaze or one of these here with the leg curl attachment, if you want, you can use the seat here, put it in, and do your leg extension from that seated position. I actually don't like using this attachment for leg extension, and so I'm gonna do it the way I like to do it, and that is just kind of set up here like this. Now, I like having my hands kind of underneath, they're underneath my butt or back a little bit here. I have a slight lean back, and I'm gonna be just raising these legs up here, holding this extended position for about a second, and then slowly lower. So join me now here, and we're doing 10 reps per set. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, nice. So let's first off write down our resistance and our reps. And from here, you can adjust that weight setting as needed. Now, I think I'm gonna be keeping the same resistance on this lift. And this is one of these where the more reps you get in, the more accumulated fatigue these quads build up. So keep that in mind. But if you felt like you still could do another like 7 or 8 reps, you need to bump up the resistance. Now, one thing also, if you need more resistance with the elastic band upgrade kit, you can actually take the band here and then clip it right down in here as well. And that's gonna also still work with this, this setup here. So. Okay, let's get in position here. And we're gonna extend it out. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, nice. So I mentioned, using this this raised seat for the Bowflex Blaze and other ones that are kind of set up like this. Now, I want to mention this whole program, I'm going to have a bonus leg routine designed for Bowflexes that have kind of this extra gear. So, if you have a Blaze, a Bowflex Sport, all these different ones, make sure you check that out. It's also part of the program. So that extra routine uses these pulleys that are down here on the ground. Not all Bowflexes have those. And then also that seat makes for a killer leg curl. So I feature both of those in that routine. Okay, let's get in position here. 3 seconds ago. Extend it up, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale on the way up, that's 8, 9, and 10. Excellent. One more set to go. So after the set, we are going to be detaching the pulley position here, and we're going to be hooking up just the normal Bowflex handles. From there, I'm going to be up in my weight setting. I'm actually going to have about 130 pounds racked up on each side. So I'm basically doubling the resistance when I go into front squats. Now you can, adjust that for what you want to do. Front squats are definitely going to be a more compound movement, more dynamic, because we're not just moving only our legs and flaring them out in front of us. We're going to be dropping our whole body with that weight. So let's finish these leg extensions out though. Here we go. Extend it out. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, nice. So we have 1:25 to get this all set up. I'm also going to be detaching the bench. I think actually I'm done with this for the whole routine. I think so. We'll see. We might need to rack it up again later. So don't move it too far away. And we're going to start getting ready for those front squats. Now I like using the normal Bowflex handles for that extra cable length here, because getting the weight in position with the short handles, you basically have a ton of tension. Okay, so we got our front squats coming up here, and I like using the longer handles for front squats. And I'm gonna hook this up, and I'm also gonna be up in my weight setting, going to about 100 pounds of resistance on both sides. Now, this platform here on the blaze can be a little awkward at times when doing our front squats. And in fact, I would actually, you can either try stepping back off of the platform a little bit, which is what I'm going to be doing. But if you find it too weird, you can also do squats on one side where you do kind of like a goblet squat, holding the handle in front of you. Now, what I'm going to be doing here is I've got my toes right at the beginning of the platform here. I'm going to curl this weight up towards my body. I'm going to drop down, and then I'm going to be raising up here. So join me, and we're dropping down, raising up. That's 1, 2, 3. And as you drop down, I want you to try to be leaning back just a little bit. This is 5, so your legs aren't ending up in front of your toes. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so we got 3 more sets of those coming up. You can adjust that weight setting if you need to. That felt pretty good to me. Now, if you're only lifting from one side, then yeah, you're probably going to want to bump it up a little bit from where you might have had it before. Now, if you have like a PR1000 or the other styles of Bowflexes, this platform here is not in the way. Sometimes that platform can be kind of nice though, so it's, you know, work with what you got here. Okay, about 15 seconds. Now, also, I failed to mention at the beginning of this, if you can't curl this weight setting, you can kind of drop down, get in position, and then raise up. That's probably a better way to do it. So let's get ready to go here. Inhale, exhale. That's 1, 2. Now you should almost pretend like you're dropping below water here. 3, pretend your shoulders are the water line. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice. All right, 2 more sets to go. 2 more sets of squats. I'm actually a little thrown off here. I'm re-recording this part because this platform screwed me up so much in the original version of this video. And just my technique was not there, so came back, wanted to polish it up a bit here. Okay, 20 seconds. Let's start, getting in position. So I was trying to say about the breathing, pretend the water's kind of at your shoulder height. Inhale at the start, hold your breath on the way down, and then don't exhale until you're above that water line. Okay, a couple seconds. Let's start getting our starting position, raised up, and drop it down. There we go, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, 1 more set of squats. So after squats here, we're going to be getting on the ground, doing some resisted crunches. That's where we're going to need that yoga mat. And when we're doing those crunches, we're only going to be working out from one side of the machine. So sometimes you might want to up the weight. You might want to keep it the same. I'm going to kind of let you feel that out. I think I'll be upping it after this set, but let's knock this thing out. Here we go, starting position. Let's go, drop it down and up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And 10. Okay. Moving to the ground now, where we're going to be doing some resisted crunches. I'm actually going to be folding my bench back up here. And I would not recommend this. I'm just trying to stay on camera. So whenever you do fold up your bench, make sure you're using this little thing to screw it in here as well. And from here, we're going to basically hook up both handles on the same side of the machine. You might need to add a bit more weight, and we're rolling out our yoga mat. And we're just gonna be lying down here on the ground. Grab these handles. And we're gonna bring them in towards our shoulders. And that's gonna be our starting position. And then we're gonna crunch up, get a nice squeeze, and then lower down. That's 1, 2. Get those shoulders off the ground. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, nice. I think I'm going to add a little bit more resistance here. And I'm going to keep everything else the same. Again, if you're following along at home, don't rack up your Bowflex like this, because there's kind of a, I know I have this pin in place down here. There's kind of this risk that, I don't know, it could fall forward, and that would just be just a catastrophe there. So let's keep it safe here. And let's get in position. Next set. Here we go. Hands at your ears. Crunch it up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, y'all, one more set of crunches coming up. All right, let's grab those handles, start getting in position, 10 seconds to go. Handles at the ears. Crunch it up, shoulders off the ground. That's 1, 2, 3. Hold that squeeze for a full second. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, nice. We've got our glute bridges are coming up next here, and I'm going to actually start detaching a little bit of this for later on. Okay, so glute bridges. A few different ways we can be doing these here. So for your normal glute bridge, both legs on the ground here, what you're going to do is you're going to be lying here, and you want to have kind of a little bit of a pelvic tilt so your lower back is on the ground here, and then you're just going to raise up. Now, what you don't want to do is overdo it here and get this big extension and arch in your back. You want to control it so your spine is straight here, and then you're gonna lower it back down. Now, I like having my legs kind of close to my body, not too far. I've seen some people have their legs way out. Don't need to do that. So again, back is gonna start on the ground here and then just raise up and really activate those glutes. Now, a harder way to do this is to only be lifting from one leg at a time. That's what I'm gonna be trying to do here. I'm gonna have one leg straight, exact same motion though. So I'm gonna be raising up here, and we're gonna hold it for a second and then lower it down. That's 1, 2, 3. Now, as you lower, try to get lower your lower back all the way to the ground. That's 4. And almost think of it as like Velcro as you're peeling up off of the ground. That's 5. As you're slowly, kind of tearing that Velcro upward, one piece at a time. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so we have a really short rest interval here, and I went kind of slow on those. I got talking too much. So we're almost out of time here before we go into that next set. A total of 4 sets. So if you're doing one-legged glute bridges, just switch sides here and get ready to go. And again, we're raising up here. We don't want to get that arch in our back. We just want to get a nice, firm, straight spine. And that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I never feel the tension or the difficulty on glute bridges until those last couple sets. So make sure you're sticking through to the end and make them count. Here we go, raise it up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Again, guys, if you're feeling it in kind of your core and not, your butt and your back of your leg, try changing it up a little bit. Maybe bring your feet a little closer together. Also, you can try changing your hand position. Here we go. Raise it up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. Calf raise is up next. That means I need to lower my machine back down. And for a resistance setting, you're gonna want less resistance for sure than what you did your squats at. I think I'm gonna be going with 80 pounds of resistance. And again, I'm gonna have my normal Bowflex handles hooked up on both sides. So again, having that platform here, that can make a difference as well for this exercise, because if you have the platform, you can actually do an ankle raise and then a heel drop. I'm only gonna be doing the raise here, and for this, I'm gonna have my hands kind of in the starting position at my shoulders, like I just did a bicep curl. And then I'm gonna raise up here, and I'm gonna hold this fully extended position for a full, let's say 2 seconds, lower it down, and then raise back up. So it's 2 here. 3, 4, 5. So you're going up on your tippy toes at 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice. So again, that platform, that can give you that extra height as well. So you can go into this full calf raise, and then you can actually take a little bit of a heel dip here and then raise back up out of it. If you don't have the platform, don't worry about it. Just do a calf raise. That's gonna be, you know, just fine exercise there. Okay, rest time is almost over. Here we go, about 5 seconds. So let's get in the starting position again. Handles are up at your shoulders. We're gonna raise up, hold it, and lower. That's 1. 2. All the way up as high as you can go on your toes. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Okay, we got one more set of calf raises. Then we got some toe taps. Then we get to call that a day. Oh, I forgot to mention, as part of the Bowflex 100 program, all the routines are gonna have a curated add-on routine. So if at the end of this thing, if you want more work, there'll be a routine that's gonna pop up on the screen that's kind of recommended, that goes with this exact routine that we're doing right now. Okay, raise it up and lower, that's 1. Hold, lower, and that's 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Okay, back on the ground, y'all. Let's fold this thing up. Well, only me. Again, do not fold this up. Bad idea. You don't want this to come crashing down on you. But I just want to stay on camera. So, we got toe taps or leg raises coming up here. So for a leg raise, this is going to be kind of a lower or a more entry level lift here. Just have your hands out in front of you, or you can have them by your back and bring your legs up here, and then you're going to be holding it. You can also kind of lower and then raise up a bit. Now I'm going to be doing toe taps, where I'm going to have my arms all the way outstretched, and I'm going to bring my feet all the way together here and tap them in front of me here. That's 1. 2, I don't think I'm going to be counting these. Just work out to the clock. Okay, 45 seconds of rest here. All right, I know this thing is tough to finish out on these. There's no quitting now, so let's go ahead and lock it in and commit to finishing strong. All right, here we go. "15 seconds left. Okay, final set coming up. As we count this down, I want to give a big shout out and thank you to all the elite members over on Patreon. Get their name up in the credits here. Really appreciate the support they bring the channel. Really all of the support coming in over on Patreon. You all make this thing possible. Without, the support and kind of the money coming in over there has helped make this sustainable for me. So thank you to all them, for helping me bring, continued new routines to this machine. So enough thank yous. Let's get in position for this final set here. Let's finish this thing out. "15 more seconds. You can finish this. Come on." All right, awesome job on finishing this routine out. Don't forget to remove your power rods from tension and wrap them up. Maybe use that power rod rejuvenator if that's what you got. Keep them pointing straight up and down. So awesome job on finishing this routine out. I want you to be proud of yourself. This was not an easy routine, and I want you to be good to yourself, be good to others, and thanks for watching.